There's certainly no doubt that these little cups are useful. They're light, portable, and more importantly, disposable. But the plastic lining that they use mean that they can't be recycled. And when over 250,000 of these are used on a day-to-day basis in Manchester alone, that can be a problem.
What we wanted to try to do with this trial is just to prove two things. One, that the public are willing to recycle them if you give them the facilities to do so. And then secondly, that if the public do recycle them, they can be turned into useful products and get that material back into the system.
I think one of the things that people have a misunderstanding about is that because they're made of recycled paper, they think they're recyclable by putting them into a sort of cardboard or paper disposal. Unfortunately, they're not because of the plastic that's involved within the cup itself. So we're hoping that by using these bins that people will then be encouraged to actually dispose of them.
To tackle the yearly £7.5 million that Manchester City Council spends to deal with litter, fly tipping and cleaning the streets, the 3-month initiative aims to collect 20,000 cups, which the charity says will be transferred into 15,000 recycled products. But their prototype didn't come without its challenges.
The only issues we've really faced with the prototype coffee cup bin were to do with contamination, so people putting the wrong thing in there, or the occasional bit of vandalism out on the street, so we had to slightly up the security, up the lock on them. That's why we started with just one bin and we tested it and modified it. Now we're happy with the bin that we've got, and that's why we've got 11 of these bins now out on Oxford Road here in Manchester, and over the next few months we'll get a real sense of how the public use them and how they interact with them.
The charity has teamed up with various coffee chains in Manchester who, along with Manchester City Council, are keen to advocate the new scheme.
We've had support in terms of letting us put the bins on the street from Manchester City Council. All of the high street chains such as Costa, McDonald's, Pret, Cafe Nero have all contributed and have all been very supportive.
The cups are shredded and mixed with recycled plastic. The material is then turned into pallets, which can be used to make a variety of plastic products, from garden furniture to reusable cups.
I think bins like this are very colourful, people can see it, and we've identified if we put these up and down the whole of Oxford Road, Oxford Street, no matter where people finish their coffee, they will have an opportunity to recycle.
If the experiment is successful, a number of local authorities have put their names forward to expand the scheme. This would mean that the giant yellow bins will have been the catalyst for a new way to recycle and will lead the way for the rest of the country. Revolutionise, that's Manchester.